I was the woman who clapped about having a vibrator. I dated my vibrator for the better part of the pandemic, just because it was the only thing that didn't get mad that I made more money. I'm a single mom. I'm the only mom in the lineup tonight, guys. Thank you. I spent $100 in childcare to be here tonight, so please laugh. My son's autistic, which you are legally required to clap for. Especially right now, because RFK Jr. keeps shitting on them in the news. But yeah, my son's amazing. He goes to a school where all the kids are autistic, and they're all wonderful. They're all fantastic. Just recently, he's been coming home and talking about a girl. Yeah. He'll be like, I saw her at lunch today, and I did not know what to say. I will try my best tomorrow. And then I met her, and I was like, oh my gosh, hi, how are you? And she was like, is that your real hair color? And I was like, no, it's not. And then in response to that, she was like, do you like cats? And I was like, I had one when I was a little girl. And then she goes, what happened to it? And I didn't know what to say. I was like, I'm gonna try my best tomorrow. My son has this really amazing way of looking at the world, you know? Like if we're walking outside in New York and it's raining, he'll be like, so many air conditioners. Or if we pass by like a help wanted sign at a pizza shop, he'll be like, we have to help them. Or if we're just hanging out at home, he'll be like, blah, 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 blah. And I'll be like, can you stop talking gibberish? And he'll go, I am trying to learn Spanish. Dating as a single mom has been kind of tough. I've been a single mom for 8 years, very challenging. I used to have people always like messaging me on Instagram. Like one guy messaged me that he was gonna bring flowers to a show, and then he never showed up. Thank you for that. I wasn't expecting that move to come out of you, but I appreciate it. Was that from you? Wow, what a wonderful husband you're gonna make. But yeah, he never showed up, and I was really disappointed, but like mostly in myself, because his IG handle was FDemHose. But I was excited, because if we had gotten married, I could have been Mrs. Demhose, you know? I also, I don't know, I date men, I date women. I think women are prettier. It's just men are a lot more persistent. You're all collectively disappointing. I had been dating women for a while, and a friend of mine was like, you're gonna have to change everything about yourself because you can't be funny. But I proved her wrong. I found a guy who was willing to hook up with me, and he didn't care that I was funny because he couldn't speak English. I guess do all of the comics just hook up with guys that don't speak English? Is that just a thing we do? I don't know. Last year, I went to my first all-female sex party. Yeah. Has anyone been? Any of the women been to an all-female sex party? What is it? Okay. Who said that? Who said what? Okay. An all-female sex party is an entire night of talking. Like I didn't expect to leave with such a warm heart and a dry throat. Dry everything, honestly. I'm totally kidding. I'm really kidding. We cried. But like at one point I just started like mansplaining science to beautiful women. Like I walked up to this group of people playing Spin the Bottle and I was like, hey, did you know estrogen drives the olfactory system? I said that to human beings. Do you guys know what the olfactory system is? It's smell, it's your sense of smell. And it's true, the more estrogen in your system, the stronger your sense of smell, which is maybe why we weren't going down on each other. I did that joke. That really divided the crowd. And I want to say, I did that joke in Vegas, and some guy hated that just as much as some of you did. he like shouted at me. He was like, "Hey, we don't need all that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "We don't need smart women." And I was like, only in America would a man yell at a woman because her stinky pussy joke was too smart. I did, however, get engaged in December. Yeah. To a man. Are we still cool? Is it all right? To a black man. How we feel? Yeah. All right. Awesome. Some people are pulling back. You like that? Thank you. Some people just don't want to hear hot takes on race from Slither and Elsa. I get it. But it is like, it's interesting, you know, like I think I perceive the world a little bit differently with him beside me, you know, like we were riding on the train the other day and we looked up and there was this guy sitting across from us and he had Confederate flags printed on his shorts. And my fiance turned to me and he goes, "Baby, make out with me." And I was like, yeah. So we make out, and then we look at the guy, and he's just smiling at us. And then he turns to a friend and says something in a foreign language, and I was like, oh, this is just an immigrant trying not to get iced. I also feel like there might be certain ways in which I see my partner differently, you know, because I was helping him move. He just moved in, and I was helping him, and I came across this book, and printed on the inside lining of the book were swastikas. And I was like, "Baby, what is this?" And he was like, "Oh my God, I had no idea that was there. I found that book on somebody's stoop. I haven't even opened it." And I believed him. It does also like make me think a lot about my childhood, you know, sometimes when I'm with him. Like he'll like put his fingers through my hair in this way that I'm like, "Oh, your parents loved you." I just think there's this whole thing about how like white parents don't hit their children, but mine really just didn't touch me at all. So every time I see a white woman try to talk to the manager, I'm like, I bet she doesn't know how to talk to her mom. What was that? I would love to hear your take. That's technically right? Yeah. I wish I could understand anything coming out of your mouth. I do feel, okay, here's what I love. Here's what he has that's really wonderful. He has like very beneficent energy, right? Like you have, I feel like a very like loving, affectionate energy. Your eyes aren't going in the same direction. so. All right, that's okay. It's like epilepsy of the mouth. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm a single mom. I have a kid who's autistic, and sometimes people will come up to me and say kind of weird stuff. Like one woman came up to me and she was like, "Well, it seems like everyone has autism today. What do you think is causing it?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I should be more firm with you. I just said that you had beneficent energy, and I guess I should have shut you up stronger. But I'm a college science professor by day. I'm just a lot more respected doing this. And in the classroom, to establish authority, I just stand silent. But I would feel weird doing that here. Anyway, I teach college level science to art students, and it's interesting. I've been teaching climate change for about 7 years, which some people don't believe in. But now that I've taught it for a while, I no longer believe in people. I do have this constant running monologue in my head. Like, kinetic molecular theory accounts for the properties of gases based on the behavior of gas molecules in a closed container. Assumptions include the size of molecules is insignificant compared to the distance between atoms. Molecules are in constant random straight line motion in all directions at various speeds. That was a very paltry applause, guys. Thanks. But anyway, I hear that in my head whenever men talk about sports. But I have been trying to learn more about sports lately. I've been researching Floyd Mayweather, He's a boxer, undefeated champion, 50-0 record. But that statistic's a little low because it doesn't include all the domestic beatings. I'm just saying he's never lost. Is it called a home game? All right, some of you pulled back on me. But Floyd Mayweather wouldn't. Thank you, everybody. I'm Katie Blunt. Give it up for your host.